Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. I am glad that you guys are here tonight. Please, guys, make sure that if you are new to the platform, hit the subscribe button, give the live a thumbs up, and make sure that you're sharing the content with your friends. So, guys, how are you doing tonight? Hope everybody is doing well. I see you guys got here a little before me. Christ child, good night. Hi, Marianne. God, good night. Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming back. You could have been anywhere else, but you decided to come and join with us tonight. That's good. If you guys were here last night, I hope you guys enjoyed the program. Tonight, we're going to talk about a few things regarding our women in not just in politics, but in society in general in Jamaica, right? As you know, this month, guys, let me see if anybody know what this month signifies. What does this month symbolize? This month, guys, symbolizes Women's History Month. We're in the month of March. March is Women's History Month, right? And as an advocate, woman who has done advocacy work, I have to acknowledge Women's History Month and talk about some of the things that I see going on, especially in the politics, as they set the tone for how women are treated and how women, how people interact with women. You know what them say? You judge a country by how it treats its women, right? So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about how we see women being treated by this particular organization, you know, and it's quite evident what is going on over there. So, guys, I'm gonna ask you to please share the live. Please like up the live, and we'll get talking. And our correspondent Liz is gonna join us. Liz lost her dog today, guys. Say a prayer for Liz and her family. They lost their family dog today. If anybody is an animal lover or if you've had a pet, you know what that feeling is. So make sure that you are subscribed, you got your notification on, you're telling all your friends about this channel over here, and so on and so forth. Anyway, I hope everybody had a good day today. Hope you guys are enjoying the platform here. I hope you're telling people about the platform here and so on. Let's see. I want to say your platform is the one that really makes sense. Thank you so much. It's very riveting and seems so research. I am hooked. Good. I'm glad to hear that, guys. Very glad to hear that. Rest up yourself, teacher, educator. Thanks for the wealth of knowledge. You are welcome. Yeah, Liz lost her dog. So it go. Yeah, guys. So, wanna know say in Jamaica, as a country, as a society in Jamaica, we have come a long way. One of the things with Jamaica and our women is that we were recognized in recent times for having the most women. I think the study was done about women in the workforce, or women in positions of power in the workforce. This study was done years ago, right? And to a lot of people's surprise, Jamaica came out on top, right? So women are highly regarded in our society. And not only that, but we, in my view, And maybe that was a part of the study too, or the reason for why the women rank so high. Um, is that Jamaican women are pretty smart. Jamaican women who, not just the ones who are formally educated, but even the ones who are informally educated, they're very smart. When you look at, women in Jamaica who are farmers, who didn't even go to school to study farmers, and they're such good farmers. When you look at women like Melissa, who's one of the very few women in Jamaica who is a chemical engineer. So Jamaican women in general, they are very smart, right? And so historically, we may not have seen a lot of women, lead our country per se, you know, but we do have a lot of smart women. Even Melissa's mom was a pretty smart woman. You know, you must have heard that, in the 70s she basically was the driving force behind the victory of the People's National Party. And there are so many other things that she did, brought the textile industry to Jamaica. She knew everybody, she did a lot of good work. So when it comes down to Jamaican women, there is no question about it. In the Caribbean region, for example, the People's National Party was the first political organization to have had a women's bureau, right? What we call today the women's movement, which is not anything like it used to be before, but it was a place where women felt safe, and also women were able to participate in ways that women were not able to participate in other parts of the region and the world. So when you had the women's suffrage and them thing that going on in the world, Jamaican women, they were already liberated and doing things, that other women weren't doing. We had women in broadcasting, for example. That wasn't a thing really during that time, right? So we had laws passed in Jamaica that affected women in a positive way, and them thing there. So make we look at the politics now. Like we start at the politics and say, oh, it's there for women. Women are very important, and I want to big up all the males on the live as well tonight. Big up on yourself and thank you for joining, guys. Yeah. So women are very important in society as men, right? We don't want to have a society where women cannot be at their full potential. Remember, say, women are the architects of society, the backbone of society, as so them say. And it's true. So we don't want to make women sad. We don't want to hurt women. We want to create a safe space for women wherever we are, whether it be a political organization, whether it be a women's club, whether it be a school, wherever, right? We want to create a safe space for women. We don't want to cause any harm to women, right? And whether you're male or female, that goes for all of us. That's a duty that we all should feel. You understand? And whether she's a little girl, whether she's a teenager, whether she's a big woman or elder, we want to always make sure, say, we are nurturing our females and making them feel safe and comfortable. And we don't have to really go to our way, We don't have to go to our way. So once a woman feel comfortable, she's gonna perform, she's gonna do well. You understand? She's gonna try and make the situation better and comfortable for everybody. That's in our nature to be that way. So with that being said, now make we look at the politics, guys. I want you guys to look at these pictures and tell me what these women all have in common. Lisa Hanna, Venetia Phillips, Karen Cross, and Melissa Silvera. I don't have all of them on one photo, so I'm just going to use this one. But just use your imagination that Karen is on here. What they all have in common is that they all belonged and was a part of and associated with the same political organization. What they have in common, Lisa Hanna, who had been in the politics for decades, four-term member of parliament, shadow spokesperson on national security. Lisa has been the treasurer of the party. Lisa is a national treasure. We all know Lisa Hanna. From picnic whenever born during fair time when she come up to who they are now, and who older than me and older than Uno. Everybody know Lisa, right? Lisa has been forced out of the political organization. Lisa didn't just get up one day and say, oh, I've had enough, guys, I'm leaving. No, she was forced out violently. And there have been times where she has posted, to voice her frustration and to show that she has tried. She has tried to be part of this organization in a positive way. But they have violently attacked her child, her husband, propaganda, lies, try to make people perceive her in a very negative way. And when people talk about Lisa, the only people I ever heard talk negative about this woman is the faction in the PNP who belong to the cult. I've never heard nobody else talk negative about her. Everybody and Lisa are friend. From people in the entertainment industry to people in the business world, everybody and this woman are friend. So you know that there's been a concerted effort by that faction of the PNP to destroy her, right? Venetia Phillips. Venetia Phillips has been a member of the party. Liz soon come tell you no. I don't want to tell no lie. Liz is going to come tell you no how long Venetia has been a member of the People's National Party. Venetia as well has been forced out. Venetia didn't just get up one day and say, hey, I don't like it here anymore. She was forced out with violence. They have used propaganda, paid media house, same style and tactic that they use on everybody. Paid media house to write nasty story on her to get the people in the PNP to feel negative toward her, to, feel hateful toward her, and all these things. She couldn't voice her opinion anymore. It just became a very hostile place. So she ended up leaving. And even though she went into an election and she was not successful, she did the right thing. She should have left much sooner, right? Because we see it end up where the constituency that the division that she was in, where the guy got shot and all these things, and police, and so she did the right thing leaving. Sometimes you don't leave because you know you're gonna win or whatever. Winning doesn't matter. Standing on principle is what matters. When you look at Melissa Silvera, associated with PNP, born and growing at the PNP, married in at the PNP and dead in at the PNP. Her husband kill her, and the same people them in there cover it up, come lie to the nation. So she dead in her sleep and dead from aneurysm. This woman no do them nothing. And this is what them did to her. Right? Same thing with Karen Cross. Them say them expel her. Them make the social media bully them come off her. All sort of thing. All sort of thing. So you can't voice your opinion. You can't report anything. And they say that they expel Karen because Karen reported to the party that Dayton Campbell was having inappropriate relation with underage girls. Right? She didn't do anything to the party. She made a report. So them are telling us, say, you can't report nothing. You can't voice no opinion. You can't be smart. You can't be popular. And it's these women that they pick on. There are many women in there, but they pick on and they're hostile toward the ones who are very smart. Lisa Hannah, very smart. Melissa, very smart. Venetia, very smart. And Karen is smart as well, you know. And when you see organizations behave that way toward women and you see the outcome turn into women leaving prematurely, women, dying, women being depressed, oppressed, ostracized, and all this kind of thing. I hope I'm making sense to you guys. I understand exactly what I'm saying. We cannot create a hostile environment for women. There is no organization or no group or no society that can be successful in treating women that way. There is none that can survive and be of any use to the organization itself or to society. One thing about Michael Manley, guys, because we're talking politics or we're talking women here tonight. One thing about Michael Manley, you see, when it comes on to women, everywhere this man go, this man was like what they call a chick magnet. Everywhere this man go, whether it was in Jamaica, whether it was in the Caribbean region, whether it be in a big foreign or developed countries, everywhere this man go, women gravitate to this man. Why do women gravitate to men? Make we talk about it in the comments here, so. Why is it? Men, wanna tell me to come on earphone perspective as well. Guys, make sure you're hitting the like button and that you're sharing the content, please. Why do you think that women gravitate to men? And it doesn't have to be in a romantic or sexual way. Let me see before I say anything. PNP used to actually be a safe space for women. My grandmother was a part of the whole movement during that time, and Granny and her sister, during that time when women were very instrumental in the politics. And even today, it's women who drive the politics. Women are the ones out there mostly voting and working and raising up their families and, encouraging people to support whatever organization they belong to. So historically, the PNP has always been a safe space for women. But of late, it is not so. And I just showed you some examples of what they do to women. So women gravitate to men because they are seen as protector. Somebody say, Cooper. Women are industrious and innovative. Men need us. Yes, that's true. So as a woman, I tend to gravitate to the male gender. When I see that a man is nice and decent and, he respects not just women, but the women in his lives, whether it be his spouse, whether it be his mother, his other female friends and associates. If I come across a guy and I feel safe with that guy, feel safe in that guy's company, I'm going to gravitate to him. If I sense that he's generous, he was raised right. He once I sense that a man is hostile toward women, my spirit and my instinct, it now gonna make me feel comfortable with that man. You understand, guys? And we can feel those things. Once we get in the presence of a man, we can feel those things. And that's just how it is. We gravitate to men who we know are strong and, you know, men who will protect women. You have some men that are like that. You don't have to be them woman, and you don't have to be them family member. Once a man see a woman, naturally, them protective kind of thing kicks in. And I see that a lot. Like for example, when I was traveling in Jamaica on several occasions, because when I'm in Jamaica, I'm not stay one place, I always there all over the place. And more time I drive and there's some remote place also. And once a man recognizes that I'm alone, he always try to reach out to see if me all right, or you know, if I need any assistance, and stuff like that. I'm a very observant person. You understand? And Jamaican men even, Jamaican men, anytime them say woman and woman they by themselves, them want to make sure that you're okay. I remember my car, the tire on my car blew out going to Negril, long friggin' ride. And stop at one soldier camp, and all the men then come out and help me immediately. So men are naturally that way. But when you come across men who are hostile toward women, and men who use other women to be hostile toward women, those are some dangerous men that we ought to be very careful of, right? And that is why we end up with a deceased Melissa on our hand, and other men and women within this organization covering up for the man who did that to her. They cannot expel him from the party. They will not expel him from the party, which is basically victimizing Melissa all over again, because that is showing scant regard for something so tragic that happened to somebody who was so closely associated with the party. You understand, guys? So let us see here. A man that disrespect of a woman, he does the same to the woman that give birth to him. I gravitate because of personality, the chemistry must feel right, and for sure they must be respectful. And say guys, you have some men out there where if a man a disrespect a woman, say them talk, them not go stand there and make a man this a woman certain way. Them not going to do it. And I have seen it so many times in Jamaica too. Me dey on road already at Jamaica in a half a tree. When time in a primary school, I used to go library. When you know the library where they are crossroad, I say half a tree, sorry. Crossroad. When you know the library where in a crossroad, one day me I come out of the library one Saturday, and I see one man rush him woman, him and the woman are walking, I don't know what happened between them. And me I telling you, say guys, I was so scared as a young girl them time there. And when the man grab the woman and go for go beat the woman, some man rush over there and say, "Where you do? Where you do?" And draw him off for the woman, and help the woman get up and brush off herself and them thing there. And I tell him, say, don't do that, man. You understand? So you have some man where them not going to stand by and see these things happen to women. You understand? They're going to, intervene, and they're going to make sure that the woman is okay. Even if it's not them woman. And when I say other man, and that me like with them, when I say other man, I do them things. Them don't silent. They don't silent. They make them voice be heard. And they stand up for what is right. And I have very high regard for these men. You understand, guys? Let me see. No weak jelly. So me not go come with that video tonight. So me not want to offend nobody. No weak jelly back, man. Women are naturally submissive, but especially to genuine, strong, protective men. That's absolutely true. Yes. You hear sometimes they talk about alpha female, and they would say alpha women don't submit on these things. That is not true. That is not true. Every single female species on the face of this planet will submit, once the gentleman where she's dealing with is somebody worth submitting to. And when we say submit, we're not talking about bow. Hold on, the guys. Give me a second. When we talk about submitting to a man, guys, we're not talking about bowing down and being, woman pan leash, dog pan leash. No. We're talking about being soft, putting our guards down. We don't have to have our guard up with a certain type of man, right? And we'll come across a man who is genuine, strong, and protective. And when I say strong, I'm not talking about a toxic male. Me talk about a man who stand in his power as a male, right? Where you know that you're going to be okay in that man's company, right? And a man who is protective. Women submit to those kind of men. We become soft. We get into our feminine energy and be soft when time we get in the presence of those men. And I just show you the example with Michael Manley. A man who exudes that kind of masculine energy, they can get anything they want from a woman. When you talking, I comment and tell me if I lie, me I tell. Men who exude them kind of things here, a woman, they can get a woman to move a mountain and move the world for them. And intelligent men know this. And that's why any which part this man go. Woman, also woman in a business with politics, they might come out. And as I said, it's mostly women who participate in politics. You understand, guys? So yeah, women can become that way. Let me see. Men back in the days were like that, not these B stuff today. And it all goes back to how they're being raised, guys. It all goes back to how they're being raised. You understand? Let me see. I agree with you. Yes. Good night. Justice for Melissa and all women. Cheers to the verdict in the Beach McDonald trial. Yes, we see that. Thank you. Alpha females will submit to men, but not to a soy boy. True. Very true. And you see that woman they will come out and talk about the weak jelly back something. You know how much woman want talk that all long? You know how much woman want talk about the weak jelly back? Them they are one them I don't want them that to come kill woman. I don't want them to love argue with woman. Everywhere you see everywhere you turn, you see them argue with woman and bring down women, attack woman and bully woman. And them they are the weak jelly back them around here. So where the women in politics are concerned, we have seen how this organization is like they don't get it. It's like they live in a cave. They don't understand that we live in a time where you make women feel safe, and it's okay to do that. You don't have to be hostile to women. She doesn't have to always do what you say. She doesn't have to always she doesn't have to always agree with you. She can have a mind of her own. She can have her own things. She can say no. They might have to kill her, and they not have to, be hostile toward her and try to take her down, disrespect her, depress her, oppress her. We live in a time now where it's okay for women to, have a voice and all these things. So I'm gonna let my correspondent in on the conversation here. And the topic for tonight, guys, is why we should not stop talking about Melissa. Because Melissa is a reminder to us all. The way that she was killed, guys, And the way that you had this major political party in Jamaica who tried to cover it up and deny her justice, it is just so wrong. And this political party of late has demonstrated an attitude of hostility and being vile toward women. So it was really no surprise when you really analyze it, how they tried to deny this woman justice and has such scant regard for her, much to the point where the perpetrator of her crime is still a member of the party. The party cannot and will not disassociate themselves from him. And that is, I don't know if you can call it defiance. Defiance toward a female. That's how I view it. I don't know about you guys, but I view that kind of move as a defiance and a kind of attitude toward women that, you know, we don't have to show any regard. We don't have to. No respect for her family, the people who are looking on, you know, when they come out and say things like, when it comes to the husband, even after they hear that it was a lie about how she died, even when they hear that the ballistic report shows that the firearm matched the one that killed Melissa, even when they see the clear manipulation and cover up, they're still saying, well, we don't really know, and we believe in due process and all these things. Don't you think that woman could have do that to a man and get away with it so easy? And a major political organization show her so much sympathy. And she had the perpetrator that you're crazy. What the woman did name where did kill her husband back in the day? Mary Lynch, she name Mary Lynch. You remember that woman there, guys? I wonder if a woman is still alive. Una talk in a comment and tell me so. Una must remember that woman there from back in the days. Guys, if you're just joining the live, please like it and share it for us, please. Una know the routine. Yeah. Let me see. Una remember how society deal with that woman there at Jamaica. Mary Lynch, yes. Una remember how society did scorn Mary Lynch. Ostracize her. We not support no violence against no man, you know. We would never do that. You understand? Because those of us who have, I don't have a son, but I certainly have 2 nephews. You understand? So we not support no violence. We want women to be, you know, nice and gentle and decent and don't manipulate man and them things there. We not want to see them things there. Yeah? But I am just saying, had it been Melissa, if the shoes was reversed, and if I did Melissa do that to the man there, and Jamaica here say, she come talk about same dead in her sleep. And when you check it out, she kill the man. One of the things that she could have get them with a mob her. Them with a mob her with a bring her down. Even the same political party. Them with a kick her out and expel her like what they do Karen. You don't believe me? Yes, man. Same like how they expel Karen through Karen report data and Campbell. Them with a expel Melissa and kick her out long time. That's what them with a do her. So we can see the double standard, we can see the clear disparity between male and female and how deliberate they are in bringing down women. How deliberate they are to protect the people them who do wrong to females. We don't need glasses to see it. And on the other hand, when you look over at the Jamaica Labour Party, you see how Andrew Holness, and I think he's pretty smart for doing that, want to see how Andrew Holness in the last general election, he installed about a dozen women A dozen women or more who unseated every last one of these misogynists in the People's National Party. All who follow politics and understand politics and know politics. Only no one lie me I tell. Andrew Holness install about a dozen woman. Be a woman. A woman take what I want your seat to. Because Andrew Holness understand the psyche of females. Him understand that women can be charming. Women are good talkers. Him understand the role that women play in politics in general. And so that's why when Venetia crossed the floor and went over there, of course, come on over. We are nice to women over here. This is a safe space over here, so for women, we don't mind. Come over here, so. So all the traitor what they want call her, it no matter. And if you see Andrew Holness on the road, women react toward him and interact with him, women like him. Women like him. Look again, when you see him out on the road, I deal with women and I interact with women. Just as a person, as a human being, women like him. When you ever see women that gravitate to them there? When you not see women that gravitate, you see him also? Him and one of them will start wage war upon Lisa from the beginning. As him come in politics, him start wage war upon the woman. Him expel Karen from out of the party. He say him a sue woman and man, the labor right man, them, a 3 labor right man a sue him right now. Him attack every woman. I don't know why them states are how them mother grow them so are. I don't really want to blame the mother still because I don't really know for sure. But I don't understand why is it that them most women who are smart and beautiful, they are seen in society as people who get through life easier, right? For example, a Lisa Hannah and a Melissa. People might envious toward them, because people might think say, because they're beautiful and because they're smart. People are going to more give them a blight through life, or they might get away easy with things, or they might get more opportunities because they are beautiful and because they're smart. And, most people who interact with these women or who come across these women, they're naturally nice to them. Men in particular, when a man come across a woman, we're beautiful and smart at the same time. A man cherish, man will have sense. Me not talk about a weak jelly back on them. But when men come across these women, they're a major asset to them. So them open arms with them, nice to them and accommodating to them. But you have the other ones, them who find them to be a threat. And they are openly not afraid. They're not afraid to be hostile toward them. We never seen a woman surround them and gravitate to them yet because women can't feel it. We just know. When we come across some of these people, we just know. So them not good. And them are going to end up kill woman and them something there. You understand, guys? So in this Women's History Month, we must take stock of what is happening where women are concerned. We must identify the people the people and the organizations, right? Whether in our politics or out our politics, we must identify the people them who make it hard for women, the people them who hostile to women, the people them who ostracize women and bring down and kill women. We must identify them. And we must call them out. And we must make sure so they know it's not okay. Them always pick on the women them who are smart and beautiful and intelligent. Them always do that. Anytime you see women there around them, are the women them where I mean I put down a woman for this, but you have different caliber of women. right? You have some women that are just extremely, them are go-getters and them not dependent, if you know what I mean, whether physically, emotionally, otherwise. But the one them who are the opposite, those are the ones that you're gonna see around these guys. You understand? Let me call Liz. Guys, if you're just joining, please like the live, give it a thumbs up, and share it. Thank you for joining. Hi, Liz. How are you?
I am good enough.
Yes, everybody send out condolences to you and your family about the loss of your dog. Sorry to hear that. First and foremost. Yeah.
Thanks everybody.
Yes.
I cry, I'm still crying. That's why I'm company.
Yes, yes.
But I want to them things,
Yes.
Yeah.
And they always say you can't judge a person by how they interact with animals,
Yeah.
You have some people them really. But Liz, tonight we're talking about the topic over here tonight is why we should not and must not stop talking about Melissa Silvera. Liz, give the people them a brief description about the People's National Party and how it has treated women over time. You have been a member of the organization now for some 4 decades or so.
Yeah, man. For 5 decades, not
5 decades. Okay, sorry. All right.
I will die at come ready.
All right.
In the middle, going in the middle first. The first political party that peeled in between either 1997 or 2002, the People's National Party fielded 14 or 16 women candidates. That was a record. Prime Minister participants. 14 or 16 women. We were from as far back as 1938. The People's National Party was founded and built on the strength of women. And therefore, there was a prominent name, Abby Bernard. Everywhere Manley Norman went, all over the world. All over Jamaica, Abby was there. There was Rita Fowler, Louise Bennett, all of them stood by Drum Blair. Well, there was Edna because he ran the idea by Edna the night he went home to talk to, after talking to the workers, and Edna said, go right ahead. So the woman has been instrumental, is the backbone, the strength of the People's National Party. So build on the shoulder and the strength of women. Now, in the animal world, just giving us some biology, in the animal world, all the lower grade animal, female, the lioness, the tigress, the hue, the doe, all of those women are the head of the household. They send the men out to work and the men become hunters and bring in food and the women distribute it. In Poland, the Polish people worshipped the Black Madonna, a woman. However, I don't know what happened with Constantine, Pope Constantine from the 4th century, whenever, with his mother. And so he changed the narrative, having Michelangelo paint a picture of a white baby boy and then the Jesus story out of all of that. A boy baby is born with his face up, I understand from my gynecologist, obstetrician friends, and the female born with her face down because she's being born of a female. So the female baby, them said, delivered with her face down, and boy baby with the face up looking at mother. Now, the situation having backbone legitimately placed, Bungo's place, he is being instructed to erase all women from the PNP and turn it into an all-male political organization. It's an instruction that he's receiving and he's following. Because people don't remember the first female that he went after he bogus. Yeah, because in his 400 bogus group, one of the group name was Pussy Galore, that is disrespecting women. So the first female he went after was Sophia Bin, Senator Sophia Bin. She was Region 3 chairman at the time. And he went after her. The argument about him expelling Karen is nothing he has done since November 7, 2020 is legal. But the PMP have a tendency not to want to go to court, like how the JLP would challenge old mess, the senators. The PMP like to keep things under cover and, keep it down, keep it quiet, don't bring PMP business in public space. All Mark Golding's action, even his election, are all illegal. Every bit of it. So current, him can't suspend just from a president of the PMP YO, a member of the NEC, etc., held several posts. Him can't expel Karen Cross. Time decisions are unilateral and he is not a member of the PMP and all his actions are illegal, but the PMP don't want to go court. Now, Melissa, Lisa, Karen, Venetia, Sophia, all of those women were born and grown inside the People's National Party. They born, the mother do work, that build organization, community, etc. But they all were born inside the People's National Party, grew up inside the People's National Party. Therefore, when you look at it, you cannot afford at this point in time to let go the Melissa murder. It is critical to the party, to the nation, and the politics. And I'll say why.
And to the history as well.
Right. Here you have this man saying he said, don't call him president, call him leader. He's leader of the PNP. He organized, we didn't even know that. He organized a committee or a commission inside the PNP called Founders Commission. He appointed Julian Silvera as head of that commission. We didn't know that neither. The general public, the PNP membership don't know that. Now, this man having that important post, that is the commission or committee from where they are challenging the validity of the founder, Norman Washington Manley. This committee that Mark Golding and Peter Bunting set up, giving Julian Silvera, the head of that commission, is challenging the authenticity of Norman Manley. And here it is now, this man, Julian Silvera, who attacked Bounty Killer and Ninja Man over women issue, placed his gun, not in her head, her hand, her foot, her back. He inserted his gun that he went to St. Thomas and changed the muzzle or nozzle, whatever the way you put in the bullet. He changed that special bullet and he inserted the gun inside her vagina. The mother of 4 boys we should bring out of our womb for him and shoot her. That is not normal, but this man is head of the commission of that Mark will call Founders Commission. And yet still, to this day, he's making statements attacking the press about the reporting on the murder. He's making statements against other people, and he continues to attack. He's now attacking the EOJ and the ECJ, but he still hung up Julian Silvera as a member of the PNP and as still chairman of that illegal Founders Commission. So we cannot stop talking about it because it is affecting the PNP. It is going to affect the PNP down the road the longer he stays, and therefore it tells you how highly it disregards the role and functions of females in the People's National Party, because it doesn't know anything about the history of the People's National Party. It doesn't know anything about the role of the women. If you have 100 polling divisions, indoor agent, 98 of them will be women. That is how strong women is in the PNP.
And in the politics in general, don't you think? Don't you think that women are instrumental in the politics in general, or you think more men tend to move about in the other party, or what?
No, man, the JLP have a stronger mandate. Well, because we understand women are very active there too, but they have a stronger mandate because of certain kind of characteristics and reputation. But general politics, women, every single leader that emerged, Mrs. Bustamante, them say she used to work at Arlington House. She used to sneak out lunch game, so she barely make him show him belly full, so he could have go up on the house thing. Donald Sangster wife, Luciera wife, every single leader of this country was built and made by the work and the activism of the women. Every one of them. And if the PNP more so than any other of the political parties in the Caribbean. The woman has built the People's National Party. And women are the backbone of the People's National Party. That's why if you notice, they lost the local government election because of the factor that the key roles, the women, they were stationed, the women. The JLP don't have any total control in no parish. But the women in Hanover were the key factors of that 7 of 3. I'm answering my sister. I don't know.
Yeah. Good night, sister. How would that, Juliet?
Hanover. And there's an argument going on now that Angela Brownberg got on there, got put back a man who is under investigation when the woman should have been made mayor. Shernet. What was her name? Paul Burke and his wife, and Angela Brownberg got rid of her. The first woman mayor in Hanover, when they tried to mix her up, when she asked for 1,000 jobs from a $10,000 job.
I remember her.
The court. I forgot her surname, Shernet.
Yeah, I remember.
Paul Burke and his wife took her down.
But yeah, and she was later vindicated, you know.
Yeah, man, she got away. She went her case. She didn't do anything wrong. All she did was ask for work.
No, listen.
Ian Ailes wanted to be in a relation, and she said no. And so Ian Ailes started the whole discriminatory situation. Paul Burke and his wife escalated, and she stepped back.
Let me ask a question. Somebody mentioned Beverly Manley. When Beverly Manley got together with Michael Manley during that time, how much of an asset was she politically to Mr. Manley during that time? I mean, him as prime minister, political figure, you know what I mean? Just tell the people.
Okay, she was a beautiful black woman. She was a journalist at JBC. She helped him she developed his oratory skills to speak to the public in the way he did deliver, so that everybody from all level of education and background could understand. She helped, she built, she revitalized, because there was a woman movement before she came, but most people, it wasn't a very broad base. She made a women's movement broad base, and most of his social revolutionary laws, like the equal maternity leave, women getting any kind of job, the JAMA literacy program, she was instrumental via the women's movement. She took those bills to Michael, and Michael implemented them. They became laws.
Oh, that's nice.
She was very instrumental in to the politics of PNP at the time.
And him could have get any woman in one of them time. They make we talk truth.
Oh God. Hold on. It was blamed. It was blamed for the wives of several politicians, but it is not true. Women hunt and look manly. Michael, he never looked them.
Like Obama. Boy.
The truth of the matter is, Michael never looked the female. There was a young journalist from Canada. Everywhere across the world went. That time he was about 52, and she was in her young 20s. And the journalist fell in love with Manley. Anyway, the night 1980 in a Spanish town, she was one of the journalists who covered the whole incident. There was a woman at Melissa Silvera, right? Everywhere he went, it was the magic of this man.
Him all presence.
He treat women with his respect.
Being gentle with women, tall and handsome and gentle with women and attentive, a listener, all these things.
Yeah, and he elevated them to where he recognized that they were Portia. Portia was a secretary to Upton Cave and TUC. When they brought when Portia was introduced to him, instantly listening to her, Michael said, "Come, I need a candidate for the Greenwich Town Division in a tough JLP constituency." He was confident enough after hearing her. She was secretary to a trade unionist. And after hearing her, 1974, he made her be the candidate and then couldn't tap him. She ran in the Greenwich Town Division and she won in a strong Labour right constituency. Then 2 years later, Michael said, "Come again." And him asked her to run as MP against a foundation Labour right in a Southwest St. Andrew old, I don't know, Parkinson or something. And she beat him 76, 2 years as councillor. And then Michael elevated her to MP. And then Michael makes she elevate her to president of the People's National Party. There was Marjorie Taylor. He works well with women. He never stopped promoting them. He came up with it. He was the first. I made a test. Women was enlisted in the army from 1976. I went to camp and I passed the test. But afterwards, I said, no, I'm going to fail the physical part because I'm asthmatic. So I never bother go pass the written test. I have to go in for training. I'm going to say, they're going to find out that I'm asthmatic. Because when they have to do the long running and jumping over the high thing, they're going to find out. So I never bother go. 76 women became, were driving the army. Women started driving truck. Women did construction work. There were several jobs. Women in the police force, women all over the place. Michael started putting the women here, there, director of company, ministries of government. You understand? Father stuff.
Yes. And Portia, me not mean for cut your list, but Portia has always spoken, not just spoken highly of him, but she always talked about, how it was always him inviting her and saying, "Come along," creating a safe space, creating that safe space for her to excel as a woman during that time.
He advised her too also during the time she was MP. He said to her, "Look, you need to go to upgrade your educational level." And she went to university in the United States and she got a degree. He told her and she did. And, he organized 1992. There are several things the country done. 1992, he wanted Portia to succeed him because he knew to the PNP if she didn't win it. And the team he put together was Peter Phillips, Carlisle Dunkley, Anthony Spalding, D.K. Duncan, and some other brilliant Morrison, and some other brilliant. Most of them were trade unionists, Upton Cable. Michael put that team together. Up to this day, Peter Phillips won't talk and defend himself. David Phillips was asked by Michael Manley, stand by Portia. So, and David Phillips voted for Portia in 1992 against P.J. Patterson. And then P.J. spread that vicious propaganda that Peter fight against Portia. Peter was told, he was assigned by Michael Manley to make sure that Portia won the 1992 presidential race and becoming prime minister.
Okay. Yeah, man. So this kind of hostility, you see all the women leaving the party and all those things. They're not doing so voluntarily. It's mostly because of this hostility toward them.
That's why PNP lost the local government election. There were constituencies and divisions. No worker with an indoor outdoor. do one them drop on.
Mm.
They walk really in, and because of that, them couldn't even $150 million couldn't buy them victory comprehensively, couldn't buy them because the women were kicked out and the woman. If you're looking some parish, me don't remember no woman candidate in I wish I them win again. Did a woman candidate in Manchester? I don't remember if I saw any. But you hardly see any woman candidate. But it is a instruction Mark Gordon is carrying out. Get rid of and erase all women. That is the instruction.
Oh, Jesus. So, I have never seen any organization succeed without, women. But when you look at what the current prime minister did with, the way that he installed all these women in 2020 to basically go up against mostly the men who are hostile to the women in PNP and successfully unseated them.
They beat the whole of them.
You think it was a power play by Andrew Holness or what? Was it deliberate?
Yeah. Yes, it was. And I think he was advised to do so, but it was deliberate. It was because one thing he does, he watches the PNP. I'm going to tell you something else too. I'm going to go out and I live. If them find the right woman in the Jamaica Labour Party, because I understand he's under pressure to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And if he finds the right female, Rhoda Crawford is brilliant, a brilliant young man, but Rhoda went overboard during the local government campaign. But she can be straightened back on the right path. Mm-hmm. But if he finds the right female inside the Labour Party, mm-hmm. Tell God to Mark Manley we're going to ship him out as immigrant. I will tell the MP them, Lisa Anna name. I was downtown Saturday.
So you think the JLP would have finally put a woman to lead their party?
Yeah, man. Them are going to do it because they're watching the paint and them know. My humble opinion, they manipulated this result in the local government. They never spent no money, but they manipulated this result for the PNP to keep Mark Gole, the whole of the press people, the PR people, Cliff Hughes, him started. Oh, Mark did well. Mark won the election. Mark is a psychological warfare.
Oh, Jesus. No, sir.
So the JLP can beat me again and beat me again and beat me. And it is working so far. It's a psychological ploy.
What you try to say? Liz, what you try to tell me say? Where Cliff Hughes come do and ball out say Mark Golden, Jefferson Golden, Marky G Golden. What you try to tell me say? A setup?
Yes. Keep Mark Golden in place as the PNP leader. And can't be thing there on the whole party structure gone. And them know that. Mm-hmm. So it's a game. Cliff Hughes is very versed at. He knows that. So the thing is boot him. I'll let her to them by one T Graham. All is alright. Yeah, Mark did well. Mark is well positioned. And the argument we are here, PNP, MP can't move him because them know it is in the pipeline to get rid of him. Mm. So the ploy is give him 5 municipal council, boots him, make him, and the PNP can't move him. And then the JLP fix it house. Them win the local government, and them intend to bust him ass, but they don't want him, the PNP moving him. And the psychological warfare is working very well so far.
Oh, kind of makes sense though.
Yeah, man.
Kind of makes sense.
Keep him there. They're not about fool, man. Him can't beat nobody, nothing. Can't talk. Him not have no program, him not have no plan. Him tell you country point blank. Me and the Capanari's friend, them are going to run Jamaica. So put me as Prime Minister, put me when I'm not voting. And he ran and Karen give him a title, Prime Minister of Local Government. And when he never win the Prime Minister of Local Government job, he might cost the EOJ and he might cost the ECJ. And he might daytime on the ECJ. And get with 2 solid weeks. Yeah? If Miss Prime Minister of Local Government, a new title that.
Aye.
And go a lot of time for the public say, and the young people turn over because them think it was where an opportunity to get to the Andrew. And then when them realize, when they were told the facts, them kiss him can't go to the face. But the JP wants him there, that is going to be a beaten stick. And the MP, and the MP, them, I don't know them, the psychological warfare are holding right now.
But
them stress everywhere, but it's terrible.
yeah, it's a manipulation thing and go on. But Liz, you know, so me see the video of how Cliff was carried on Monday night. And I did not know that the situation got so bad where them have the man, it's like say them prepare that script, you know, and then prepare, you know, and put him up, what you call them, something we call confetti, the something them, the pretty something them where I drop down on the screen. Mr. Cliff Hughes put on one piece of party over there. Mr. No, sir, this is something them cook up this from about 3 hours ago for say, all right, we're going to call it and we're going to bring him down on the screen and show him with show him. Yeah. So me I said then hold on there. Wait, you know. Wait, you know. So Liz, me I said to myself, say, then how them I know in advance? Say Mark Golden was gonna win where them have all that graphics put together to have him on the screen and I show him down with congratulations. This a set up for this. As I said to myself yesterday, you know, said this look like say them prepare this a script from yesterday. Say this them are gonna do. And then them are gonna come out and reverse themselves. But them are gonna make a fool of him. Me not understand them people.
Because what happened, you know, Mark Golden and Peter Bunting uses the station belongs to the JLP, right? But Mark Golden and Peter Bunting, who is very close friends with Mark Golden on Monday, the 26th of February, voted for the JLP council candidate in his constituency, not St. Andrew. He voted for the JLP candidate, local government, making deny publicly. He said so. And what they did, Cliff Hughes on the station nationwide was instructed, go as good as you can to say yes early because it's after what, 40% of the boxes count.
I don't think I did 50 count yet or 60.
Yeah, Marky win, and I'm going to declare it was all a part of the psychological warfare and the psychological ploy. Because as I say, the JLP wants Mark Golden there. They don't want Lisa Anna. They do not want Lisa Anna. They want, because across the board, we were out in the field. JLP young ladies, we met 2 of them. JLP young ladies said, talk to us, what the heck gonna do with Lisa? You know, we sat down, myself and Michelle, we went to get food, Karen gone for voters, and that young lady, she was very articulate about our JLP indoor agent green shirt, our outdoor agent green shirt, but they are very friendly. Mm-hmm. They are not coming labor rights neither. To be honest, the young ladies that we talk to, they are not committed labor rights, but they are listening. Some of them seem to be reading Lisa's article, but across the divide, JLP, PMP, UIC, NDM, Lisa is the lip out. Not just because Lisa won the Miss World 1993 in South Africa, understands she too. Because of what Lisa has been saying, because of what Lisa has been doing in our constituency, it is known. It is known. Lisa went to Almantown Division and walked with Charmian. And Charmian went bigger because Charmian is under serious threat from ONS going there. The JLP council candidate come on TV news and see myself and say, yes, the mayor and the prime minister go help him. So I'm going to win Almantown. Lisa went to Almantown to work with Charmian, and Charmian win big. So that is the power and the impact. Lisa come in now, like when Michael Manley come in 1972, the depression in the Jamaican society, and Michael came and rescued the society. Well, it's the same thing now. Jamaica is in a depressive state with Holmes and Golden advised by PJ, and the people them want a dynamic change again, and them looking at Lisa, everybody, every voter across the board.
So we say woman time again. Yeah, man,
woman time again. But the JLP is smart enough to force to create this image. Yeah, man, Marky G do well, man. Yeah, man, Marky G win fight. Yeah, man, then Marky G out there ball out and of course say, I said, man, we win the election. Me not come see.
Me can't have laugh. No, sir. No, sir. Anyway, Liz, we'll come back tomorrow because we're there upon the next hour, you know.
Yeah, man. All right.
Yeah, thank you so much for your contribution as usual.
Enjoying the program.
Yes,
and
man.
Jamaican and those overseas enjoying the program. So I can tell you that.
All right, cool. Thank you so much. We'll talk again.
Yeah, man. Tomorrow, all right.
Yes. Yeah, guys. So we cannot stop talking about Melissa Silvera. This is Women's History Month. And women are very, very much needed. And women are very much a part of whatever movement, the movement of now, right? The movement of the time. Women are very much needed and a part of it. And we must all play this role of being our sister's keeper. Gentlemen, you are a part of the movement as well to make sure, say, women are side by side and hand in hand, right? With the nation. This is not about separating men from women. This is not about, you know, trying to ostracize all male. We don't do them style there. We want to see everybody together because we know there is, as a matter of fact, I don't want to exist in a world without men. That's not going to do anything for me. You know what I mean? I want to be in a world with men who are good and decent and men who have the interest of, women. Likewise, women are supposed to, do and feel the same about men. And it no matter with sexuality neither. We are one human being. You understand? And there is no need for any rivalry between the genders. I don't believe in that. But one thing I can tell you, I am not gonna be on the side of anybody who are diss up woman, conspire against woman, and I beat down women, especially the women them in our society who are smart, who are intelligent, who are the nurturers around here, the intelligent, decent, loving, kind, gentle women who also know how to fight. Me not talk about no, you know, just going out there bringing up. When me talk about fight, me I talk about fighting for what is right, standing up for what is right. That is what we're about. So we cannot stop talking about Melissa. Them come take out one of the woman them who mean something in society, who made a contribution to society, right? Them try to take out Lisa, but Lisa smart enough for just give them, for just breeze them and make them know, say, I'm not gonna fight with you, but I am not gonna be vulnerable to you to fall in on a trap. I wanna see what they do, Melissa. You think say woman now sit on one side and look on that and say, I see him with them that do me too, and cover it up. You have to be careful, right? And when them can't get to control you, and when them feel like say you're not supposed to have a voice, and you're not supposed to talk, and you're not supposed to report nothing where you feel saying a right or whatever, whether right or wrong, true or false, you have a right as a human being to report something if you feel like say, some violation was done or whatever. And them expel you and they ostracize you and do the most thing. So them prove themselves. Them prove themselves and them cannot get rid of the person who harmed this woman. At the first me see this in a life, I never see this yet, We're not talking about a situation with George Wright, bad as that was. We're not talking about a situation where George Wright take the stool and beat the woman and see him have to come back around and reverse himself and marry to the woman. Right? Although if I me like that woman, then I not married him. But I'm just saying, it's not that kind of situation. We're talking murder. They murder the woman viciously. And our perpetrator still feels safe with them. knowing they can't expel him. They won't expel him. They won't separate themselves and separate the party from him. So horrible. But guys, thank you for joining. Make sure that you're keeping it locked here to Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Make sure you get the platform a like and a share, right? Make sure you're sharing our content with your friends. And please keep on your notifications so that when we come on live, you will be notified. It's Women's History Month. Make sure that you are showing the women in your lives and also yourself if you're a female. Appreciation. You are important. Make sure you're protecting your peace, you're protecting yourself, right? And you are your sister's keeper. Even if you are a male, you are your sister's keeper. When you see other men are being hostile to women, don't sit down and not say anything. Speak up. Because we cannot be a better world if I just women are speak up when women are wronged. We expect our males to also stand up. Have a good night and take care of yourselves.